It's taken fire officials nearly 3 hours to contain this fire. Authorities tell me a woman was driving her car down Adams Street right behind me. There's been a steady flow of people here to pay their respects to Sergeant Joe Cox. Some people in the community saw our story and they wanted to make it happen for him. These are just a few hundred of the 5,000 documents that I went through today. People are really starting to pack in here. I'm going to step out of the way so that you can take a look. A lot of excitement here at the GOP watch party, cheering for the Mastodons, the Hoosiers, and in some cases, both. The news of their deaths has been a tough blow for these two families, and they're leaning on each other to get through it. Holding on to memories, pictures, each other, and a message.
Telling me that she would see me next week and that she loved me. Sleep tight, Mom.
Alyssa Arsenault sent that message to her mom just after 10 Monday night. Earlier that night, the family celebrated Julie Arsenault's birthday at Texas Roadhouse, where Alyssa and her boyfriend Johnny Tracy worked.
We hugged numerous times. I don't know, but maybe she knew it was the last time she was going to see us.
The two left around 9, and the families aren't for certain where they were headed. But around 11 that night, police responded to the fatal crash on Jefferson Boulevard. What caused the crash is unclear, but the family's pain is undeniable.
That's going to leave a big hole for us.
Only finding some comfort in the fact that the inseparable couple remain that way.
One's not left. They went together, and one doesn't have to be left here.
Two families grieving the loss of two soulmates, but feeling their spirit in everything that makes up this earth.
When the sun shines down and the whole sky's full of clouds and just that one ray of sunshine shining through, it warms your face.
Alyssa's father sending one last text to heaven.
And sending her text messages after she's dead. I know she's gone.
Hoping one day it may reach her.
I'm just waiting for the answer to say, yeah, Daddy, I'm okay. I know I can't be with you anymore, but I'm okay. That's all I want.
Now this building is destroyed, and it will likely be the end of a family-owned business that's passed down 5 generations. Amid the flames, billowing black smoke so dense bystanders couldn't see down West Canal Street.
Well, everybody kept saying it was Honeywell, and then they were saying it was the Y, so I didn't really know what place was on fire. The fire started inside Yarnell Lumber Company, spreading rapidly through the building and posing a threat to others.
I can't process it yet. I'm numb. I'm numb. I can't cry. I just, this isn't real yet.
Jill Yarnell says the company has been around since 1860, and her husband Ken is the 5th generation to run the business.
We have 3 sons that did not go back into the business, and so we were looking at retiring.
She says they could have never imagined it ending this way, though.
The fuse box was making like a buzzing sound, and he said, this is weird.
Her husband got the fire extinguisher and called the electrical company. Within an hour, around 5 this afternoon, Jill says the building was fully engulfed in flames.
Obviously, the wind was a problem. It kind of swept it throughout the building. A lot of this building was open inside.
Her husband got out safely, but a decades-old business likely to close its doors for good.
Well, they're already talking about taking a bulldozer and pushing it all in.
But customers hoping there's still some way to salvage it.
I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it or not, but hopefully we're able to help them, and hopefully we'll do some donations and stuff for them. I hope they can fix it.
This past election season has been a divisive one. Now, Army veteran Mike Cunningham is making a bold statement about it. He says the display in his front yard isn't meant to threaten the president. Instead, the effigy is hanging in protest of President Trump and his policies. It didn't take long for this hanging Trump doll to capture the attention of people in the Oakdale neighborhood and beyond.
For me, it was just a statement on how disgusting I think Trump is.
Mike Cunningham is the man behind the display. He's a disabled veteran, and he's never felt more passionate about the political landscape than he does now.
It is unacceptable for a leader of our country to mock disabled people. It is unacceptable for a leader of this country to insult veterans.
For the last year, anti-Trump signs have been on display at his home. But after President Trump was sworn into office, Cunningham took it to the next level. An effigy of President Trump hanging by a noose, begging the question, is this a threat?
I wouldn't take it as a threat in any way, shape, or form. I'm not personally planning on doing anything. Do I wish him ill will? I wouldn't be sad if the man had a heart attack.
It's a move that Councilman Jeff Paddock says goes too far.
I mean, this is the President of the United States, and it was rather shocking, to say the least. It kind of made the goosebumps go down my back. Paddock,
who's a Democrat, says it not only disrespects the president, it shows a lack of respect for the history of this country.
It's vile. It's un-American. We don't do that in Fort Wayne.
His message:
take this down, respect your neighborhood, and respect your neighbors.
Cunningham says he plans to keep the display up for a little while, and when he does take it down, don't be surprised if it pops up again.
Maybe if he does something inflammatory or really offensive, it might go back up again. Might go up again on Halloween.
Carbon monoxide filled their home after he left the truck running in the garage for nearly 12 hours. The homeowner says it all began when he decided to put air in his tires. He's done it a number of times before. Gurmil Ram, realizing his back tire was getting low, he decided to put air in it. Let down the garage door, but forgot one important step.
And when I finished, I forgot to turn off my vehicle.
He and his wife went about their evening having dinner, then getting ready for bed, not knowing carbon monoxide was seeping in their home.
2:30, I heard some noise, and because she fell down in the bathroom.
It was the first indication something was wrong. His wife unconscious, Ram desperately trying to help her, but realized he wasn't feeling well either.
Hug her strongly, and I can't pick up. I don't know what happened to my body too.
Ram says he fell too. His mother-in-law, who also lives there, began to panic.
Screaming, and I'm going to die.
Ram called 911. Within minutes, firefighters arrived at their home in the 1900 block of West Shoaf Road.
And the fire guy told your vehicle was on, and this was carbon
monoxide, the silent killer. And they got lucky, the firefighters said. By then, the car had been running for nearly 12 hours. Ram says if he would have waited even 5 more minutes to call for help, they could have been dead. And for that, Ram is grateful.
Oh yeah, it's very grateful, yeah.
It's no easy task, but Hannah Gee says she's determined to do what she loves. And with the support of her band family, she's making it happen.
Music is just my thing. I love making music. I love playing music.
Senior Hannah Geese is a dedicated member of the Carroll High School marching band. She's been in band since her sophomore year, but her love for music goes back to elementary school. But earlier this summer, she received some news that could stand between her and her greatest passion.
It told me I would most likely not be able to do marching band, and that tore me apart.
They are the doctors at Riley Hospital in Indianapolis. Days after school let out for the summer, she learned she had leukemia.
I have no idea. I was too emotional over it. I was like, this can't be true. It's all a dream. Not right.
But music has been her motivation. This summer, she spent her mornings doing chemotherapy and her nights at band camp, 7 hours a day, 5 days a week, even participating in the extreme heat. She refused to miss a day.
She was given some news that would shake a lot of people up to the core, and she's grasping everything and holding on to it as well as she can and doing a great job.
Even her mother is amazed at her strength and perseverance.
I can't believe how strong she is to be able to fight this and go to school and to keep up with everything.
Hannah says she's done everything she can to remain a part of the band and hopes her story can be a lesson to others.
Keep fighting. I mean, there's good and bad days, but the good days are always awesome.